And according to court records, the former Eatonville mayor is facing more than 24 charges, all related to voter fraud, and all of this just ripped from the ground, all from last night. So it's kind of interesting to see, because you can actually walk. This is the sidewalk right here, the grass, and it's just all lifted here. And the homeowner was just telling us that, again, like 15 minutes before this tree came crashing into her front. Again, the homeowner thinks because of the drought, it played a little bit of a role, but just check it out. This seems like the base of the tree right here, but no roots. So just when that gush of wind came in and with all the rain, it just kind of ripped everything apart. But again, she says she feels blessed that no one was hurt and it didn't fall on her house. And she says that the city is going to be coming out here later on today to clean this up. Right now, they're very tight-lipped. They don't want to release any details about the permanent memorial, but we did speak with the survivor, and he says, you know what, I like how the memorial looks right now, so he hopes something similar. Police are telling me that that woman is in critical condition at the hospital after being hit by a car. That's the car right there. Out new information that the driver who caused this deadly crash was not only drunk but speeding. The driver was driving that vehicle, that black car, when troopers say that he rear-ended this other car, the silver, right over there where you could see emergency crews over there, killing the two people inside the silver car. Some Ocoee commissioners say that sign spinners are just too dangerous because they're distracting drivers just along the street, while others say, you know what, it's helping businesses. As of right now, we just know those two suspects are in custody for having two stolen vehicles. They're still investigating what other crimes they were involved in, but this is the area where one of the suspects just took off running and went down that street, and then it was an all-out manhunt. Let's take a look at some videos so you can see there was a helicopter here flying above us. The troopers are hoping to get more answers through the hotel's surveillance camera inside, but this is the door where they say the 4-year-old boy managed to just walk through this grass right over here, through this construction site, into those cones, and managed to cross the southbound lanes of John Young Parkway until he was hit. Many educators are jumping on board, including here in Central Florida, urging Governor Rick Scott to veto this education bill. Basically, first the suspect's mom begged him to turn himself in. Now that he finally did, she says she's relieved because he's safe, even though he's behind bars. Just spoke with a resident who lives here at this apartment complex, and he says that he heard 3 gunshots last night and a pool of blood. When deputies arrived, they found the man in this parking lot here at the Sun Bay apartment complex in Winter Park. The sheriff says that he's watching the developments in Manchester very closely after the explosion that happened at the Ariana Grande concert. Now the sheriff says that he's putting the Orange County Sheriff deputies on high alert. That 18-year-old has a long rap sheet. Now he's finally behind bars behind me here in Brevard County. Now, Dominique. Graduation is just around the corner, and some Bethune-Cookman University students are not happy. Education Secretary Betsy DeVos will be speaking here as a keynote speaker. In fact, they will be delivering more than 50,000 signed petitions to the administration.
And for someone who basically don't believe in the success of black students, let alone HBCUs, I feel as though that's a slap in the face. It's a slap in the face to have her speak at our graduation.
In the letter, the president of the NAACP Florida State Conference wrote, quote, multiple allegations have surfaced, including faculty intimidation, demanding their silence or risk termination, and threats to students by potentially withholding earned degrees and fines for freedom of expression. Students tell us they're going to protest no matter what.
I definitely protest. Never stop just because you feel like there's no hope.
NAACP is now calling for the Bethune-Cookman University president, Dr. Edison Jackson, and the board chairman, Dr. Joe Petruk, to resign.
You know, President Jackson has done a lot for us, but to ask him to resign, that's a little extreme.
Parents have a different take on DeVos's appearance on graduation day.
I don't care if she comes or not. No, I'm just grateful for this opportunity. My daughter made it, and I'm happy.
We've reached out to the university for comment, but they said they will not speak on this issue until graduation day on Wednesday. For now, reporting here in Daytona Beach, Jackie Orozco, Fox 35 News. When deputies came here to check on a 75-year-old woman, they had to break down this door, and once inside, they found her dead with her son.
Oh my God.
Willie Schmidt is heartbroken over the death of his sister.
Couldn't ask for a nicer person, I'm telling you.
75-year-old Martha Cardin lived here with their two sons, Stephen and Robert Cardin. Schmidt says there was trouble in the home.
Like I said, it came over almost every day. And then Robert, Rob and Stephen, they fight all the time. You're going to have to fight. But I never dreamed it would, something like this would happen.
Deputies say Stephen Cardin is dead and Robert is on the run. He was last seen driving this 2016 black Dodge Journey. They're calling him a person of interest in the death.
They are looking for that individual who they believe has information on these two suspicious deaths. They do not believe that that this was a random act.
Deputies made the disturbing discovery yesterday afternoon after getting a call from the victim's boss saying she missed a few days of work at a hospital.
She worked every day. In fact, people used to call when they needed somebody. They called, and she always went in. She always went in. She never said no. My sister was big. Can't do it.
Now, if you have any information about the whereabouts of Robert Cardin, you're asked to call Crime Line right away. And remember, there is a cash reward up to $5,000. For now, reporting here in Orange County, Jackie Orozco, Fox 35 News.